is our second meeting in our online classes, right? The last day, can you remember that I gave you some homework in this book, speed division book. I gave you some homework in the speed division book, right? First, I am going to discuss this one, the homework that I gave you in the speed division book. And our week's tute was this one. This was the tute that I gave you for the week, right? This tute also will be discussed today, right? Today during our time period, we hope to first discuss the homework, right? Today I am going to first discuss with you the homework, right? Now turn to page number 40. Turn to page number 40. The speedy revision number 9. The speedy revision number 9, right? First question. Now when I am discussing this one, the homework I am discussing with you somewhat faster, because I need to discuss all the homework, and also I need to complete the tute also. So I am going to discuss it more faster today, right? First one, write this number in standard method. Write this number in standard method, right? Question number 1. First we are discussing the homework, right? First I am going to discuss the homework, right? First question, it means that homework last day I gave you page number 40, page number 41, 42, 43 I gave you as some homework. Today I am going to first discuss with you the homework, right? First question, write this number in standard method, right? There's a number given, 87, 25, 84, 75 and 367, right? You write this number in standard method. Write this number in standard method. I think in the last tute also we discussed how to manage a number, how to separate number in the periods, right? How to separate number in periods, right? First start with the right side. First start from the right side. We are going to divide it by 3 by 3. Divide it by 3 by 3. First one, 1, 2, 3. It means 367. Then 475, 258 and 87. First separate them into groups, which one group consists 3 digits, and name the groups. What is the first one? This is known as the units period. Next one, thousands period. Thousands period. Next one, millions period. Next period, millions period. The last one is the billions period. So you must write them clearly, right? After separating them into groups, you must write what is the period, right? Units period, thousands period, billions period, and billions period, right? Write them correctly. Right. Number 2. First mark it. Use your red pens only. Use your red pens and mark it. Right, number 2. There's a clock given in your paper. There's a clock given. This clock shows the time which Savindu went to the bed. This clock shows the time which Savindu went to the bed. Write the time in 24 hours clock. You can clearly see in that clock 9:35 have been marked, right? 9:35 have been marked. So you have to write it in the 24 hours clock. Normally we goes to the bed at night, right? Normally we goes to the bed at night. So what is the time in 24 hours clock? 9:35 means 21:35, right? 9:25 means 21:35. So answer is 21:35. Mark it. This is number 2. Next one, number 3. Name the angle A. What is the angle A? Angle A is a obtuse angle. Angle A is a obtuse angle. Mark the answers, right? If you are not write the answers, please write them with the red pens. Right? I hope that all of you have write the answers, done your homework, right? A is obtuse angle. What is angle B? Angle B is a right angle. They have not asked about the angle B, but mark it. Angle B is a right angle. Angle B is a right angle. Right, number 4. Number 4. Now I am discussing question number 4. Right, compare these using the symbols 7 over 10 and 4 over 5. Right, 7 over 10 and 4 over 5. Now remember these things, right? Now when I am delivering that I have got some complaints that you are not getting the papers at the correct time, right? So don't disturb to others in the institute, Samadhi Institute, right? Don't disturb them. You might take the tunes at the correct time, right? Please take the corrects at the correct time. I told you in the last video also that every week on Monday you must go to Samadhi Institute and take the tube, right? Please don't go on other dates, right? Go to the Samadhi Institute and take the tube, right? Take it at the correct time. I give you time from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can take the papers. So please take them to the correct time, right? Now first thing, you have to compare these fractions 7 over 10 and 4 over 5. Now when you compare these fractions, when you see these fractions, you can see that the denominators are not equal. The denominators are not equal. So we have to make this denominator also into 10. So we have to make this denominator also into 10. Right? How to make it into 10? We can multiply by 10, 2. 4 multiplied by 2, 5 also by 2. 7 over 10 and 8 over 10. If denominators are equal, we know that the number which having the highest numerator is the largest fraction. The largest one is this one. So we can compare that 7 over 10 and 4. When you compare 7 over 10 and 4 over 5, 4 over 5 is larger than 7 over 10. Right? 4 over 5 is larger than 7 over 10. Now I am discussing it faster because these are homework. Right? You must be able to mark them quickly. Right? Number 4. Next one, number 5. Here name this triangle. What is this triangle? Number 5, the answer is isosceles triangle. Number 5, the answer is isosceles triangle. Right? Children, please take the red pen and mark the answers. Right? Isosceles triangle. The answer is isosceles triangle. Now when you are engaging in this time, during this time, don't attend to other works. Right? Please engage in this work only. Right? The number 5 answer is isosceles triangle. Number 5 answer is isosceles triangle. Right. Number 7. So number 6. Number 6. 2 pencil boxes cost us. 2 pencil boxes cost 98.98 and 50 cents. Now I discuss in question number 6. Right. 2 pencil boxes cost 98 and 50 cents. Right. A boy gave 500 rupees to find the remaining money. Some parts of the question have been missing, right? Some parts of the question have been missing, so please cut that question. Number 6. Cut it. Some parts have been correct. So some questions they have been, it's not correct, grammar is not there. Right. Now take number 7. Number 7. Now there is a diagram given. There's a diagram given. You must find the perimeter, right? You must find the perimeter. First, this side 16 centimeters. They have marked it. This side is 16 centimeters, and they have marked it. These sides are equal in length 3 centimeters. 3 centimeters, right? This also equal in length. This also equal in length, right? Now first thing we need to find the perimeter. We know that perimeter means the length of the sides, right? If this side is 16, if this side is 16, we know that they have marked this one. If we take this length, if we take a rectangle, we know this is known as the length This side is known as the breadth. Right? Length and the breadth. Right. Now they have marked it as 16. The length of this rectangle is 16. Right. Now they have already given this part is 3 centimeters. Up to here, if I mark it as A and B, A, B, C, you can clearly see that the length of the line segment AB is 3 centimeters. The length of the whole line segment is 16 centimeters. So I can give distance from this. If you mark it DC, what is the distance of DC? This point is 3 centimeters. This part is 16 minus 3. What is the answer? 13 centimeters. This side is 13 centimeters. Then what can I tell about this side? This is also 3. This is also 3. If I combine this part together, this BD part to here, which makes the breadth of this rectangle. It means 3 centimeters. It means this line segment also 3 centimeters. 3 centimeters plus 3 centimeters means 6 centimeters. This side should be 6 centimeters. It should be 6 centimeters. Now please pay attention to the table. Right? 6 centimeters. Right? Now find the perimeter. Perimeter means 16 plus 6 plus 13 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. What is the answer? 16 plus 6 means 22. 22 plus 13 means 35. 35 plus 3 means 38. 41 and 44. 44 centimeters. Perimeter is 44 centimeters. The perimeter is 44 centimeters. The perimeter is 44 centimeters. Right, number 8. Now we are discussing question number 8. Number 8. Right. Write all the numbers. Write all the numbers within P and Q. Write all the numbers within. Now they have marked some boundaries in the number line. In the number line they have marked P and Q. P represents 1 and Q represents 4. In the number line P represents 1 and Q represents 4. Now you have to mark all the numbers between P and Q. Right? You have to mark all the numbers between P and Q. What are the numbers between P and Q? 0, 1, 2, 3. Right? 0, 1, 2, 3 are the answers. Right? 0, 1, 2, 3. Next one. How many 175 milliliters of glasses can be filled by 400 milliliters of drink bottle? Right. The quantity of remaining drinks. In that question also I think there's a printing mistake, no? That question there's a printing mistake. Number 9 also there's some printing mistake, no? How many 175, some parts can't be seen, no? Some parts can't be seen. So please cut out that question number 9 also. We can't clearly observe the question clearly. How many 175 milliliters of glasses can be filled by 400 milliliters of soft drink bottles? Right? So please cut that question number 9. Right. Next one. Next question. Number 10. Number 10. If the value of x is 7. If the value of x is 7, find the value of this expression. Find the value of this expression. Now they have given some expression given. Now see, the expression is 15 plus x minus 3. Right? The expression is 15 plus x minus 3. Now they have given the value of x is 7. The value of x is 7. Right? The value of x is 7. So we have to substitute this value for this number, this expression. X means 7. 15 plus 7 minus 3. Right. What is the answer? 15 plus 7? 15 plus 7 means 22. 22 minus 3 means 19. The answer is 19. Number 11. Now I am discussing the answers faster. Right. The length of the rectangular shaped land is 3 kilometers. The breadth is 500 meters. Calculate the ratio of the length and breadth. In the tube number 1, in our first tuition test paper also, I pay some main attention for ratios. We discussed about ratios last week also. So it's a very easy question. Now you can clearly see that. You can clearly see that the measurements in this rectangular land, the measurements of that rectangular land is in two different units, right? Last week also I talked further about ratios, right? In discussion also, number 12 also, they have given a rectangular land. They have given a rectangular land. The length of the rectangular land shaped land is 3 kilometers. The length is 3 kilometers, right? The length is 3 kilometers and the breadth is how many? Breadth is 500 meters. Now when you see it, you can clearly observe that. When you see it, you can clearly observe that. Now these two measurements are in two different units. These two measurements are in two different units. I last week also I told you about ratios. I told you when some quantities are given, all the quantities should be in the same unit, right? All the quantities should be in the same unit. First write the quantities, length and breadth. Length, breadth. First one, length is 3 kilometers, breadth is 500 meters. Now convert the both units into one single unit. Right. Now you know that 1 kilometer means 1000 meters. Right. You know it. 1 kilometer means 1000 meters. So 3 kilometers means 3000 meters. This way 500 meters. So you can write the ratio 3000 into 500. Is this on the final answer? No. We can divide both sides by 500. So you can write the simplest ratio. 0, 0 cutted, 0, 0, 0 cutted. What is the answer? 6 to 1. The final answer, the ratio between the length and the breadth is 6 to 1. The ratio between the length and the breadth is 6 to 1. Right, number 13. So I am going to erase the board quickly because I need to discuss all these questions and I have to discuss the paper number 2 also. Right? So I am going to discuss it faster. Number 13. If a vehicle travels 120 kilometers, by 2 hours, right? A vehicle travel 120 kilometers by 2 hours. How many it travel by 3.5 hours? So what is the distance traveled in 3.5 hours? Is the question they are asking. 120 kilometers are traveled in 2 hours. What is the distance traveled in 3.5 hours? 3.5 hours means how many minutes? How many minutes? 210 minutes, right? We don't need to convert them into minutes, right? Now if it takes 2 hours to travel 120 kilometers, what is the time they are going to travel? 1 hour. 1 hour they travel 60 kilometers because 2 hours within 2 hours they travel 120 kilometers. So within 1 hour it means 60 kilometers. Then half an hour means half of this one also, 30 kilometers. Right? During 2 hours they travel 120 kilometers. During 1 hour it means 60. Half an hour means 30. Now they are asking about 3.5. 1 hour means 60. 60 into 3 and half means 30. 60 into 3 means 180 plus 30 means 210 kilometers. Distance traveled in 3.5 hours is 210 kilometers. Right? The distance traveled in 3.5 hours is 210 kilometers. Now remember, when you are conducting online classes, you may face various difficulties, right? You have to tolerate them. You must tolerate them. Now today's the second experience was, right? So now you have to work. Now you have to work it this way. So otherwise, we don't have any other method to conduct the classes, right? I told you the last week also, we have to complete all the competency levels in grade 6. When I am going into grade 7, you have to complete all these things. Otherwise, you can't work in grade 7. So please be quick and work hard. The answer is 210 kilometers. Number 14. Write the suitable name for Q. Write the suitable name for Q. What is the suitable name for Q? Q is they are triangular numbers. It has been marked as a Venn diagram. This kind of a diagram is known as a Venn diagram, right? This kind of diagram is known as a Venn diagram. The suitable name for Q is known as the triangular numbers. 1, 3, 6, 10 are triangular numbers. I think you can memorize the triangular numbers, the square numbers, prime numbers, composite numbers, even numbers, square numbers. You have to by heart them. If you forget these things, the square numbers and prime numbers and all these type of numbers, please go to the note and by heart them. Right? Please by heart them. Next one, number 15. Find the value of these fractions. Find the value of 1 over 12 plus 1 over 6 plus 1 over 2. Right? Find the value of 1 over 12 plus 1 over 6 plus 1 over 2. One over 12 plus 1 over 6 plus 1 over 2. Right. Now what is the special name given to these kind of fractions? 1 over 12, 1 over 6, 1 over 2. What is the special name? These kind of fractions are known as unit fractions, right? If the numerator is 1, that type of fractions are known as unit fractions. Right? They are known as unit fractions. 1 over 12 plus 1 over 6 plus 1 over. Now we have to add these three. Now we have to add these three fractions. Right. What is the problem that we have? What is the problem that we have? Can you add this way? All 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus means 3. 10 plus 6 means 18. 18 plus 2 means 20. Can you add that way? Can you add the answer in this method? 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus means 3. 12 plus 6 means 18. 18 plus 2 means 20. Is the answer correct? Is this answer correct? No. Right. What is the problem that you have? You have to find a common denominator. You must find a common denominator. Right. When you compare these fractions, 1 over 12, 1 over 6 and 1 over 2, you can find that the here denominator is 12. Here denominator is 6. Here denominator is 2. Now the largest denominator is 12. So we know that we want to convert these denominators also into 12. We want to convert these denominators also into 12. Right. How to convert this denominator into 12? 1 over 12 plus, we want to multiply this number by 2. If we multiply the denominator by 2, the numerator also should be multiplied by 2. Right. 1 over 6 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. Right. 1 over 2 multiplied 2. To make it 12, which number we are going to multiply? From 6. 2 multiplied by 6, 1 multiplied by 6. What is the answer? 1 over 12 plus 1 multiplied by 2 means 2. 12, 6 over 12. What is the answer? Final answer is 9 over 12. The final answer is 9 over 12. Right, mark it. Number 16. Number 16. Number 16. Number 16. Solve 0.87 plus 1.2. Solve 0.87 plus 1.2. Add them. 0.87 plus 1.2. What is the answer? 8 plus 2 means 10, 1 remains 2.07. The answer is 2.07. The answer is 2.07. The answer is 2.07. Number 18. Number 18. How many faces are there in this figure? How many faces are there in this figure? How many faces are there in this figure? You can find that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 faces are there. Right? 5 faces are there in this figure. Right, next one, number 19. A mango cost X rupees. I bought 2 mangoes for 100 rupees. A mango cost X rupees. I bought 2 mangoes for 100 rupees. What is the remaining money? This is a question based on algebraic expressions. This is a question based on algebraic expression, right? The price of one mango. The price of one mango is X rupees. The price of one mango is. The price of one mango is X rupees. Right. So what is the price of 2 mangoes? The price of one mango is X rupees. The price of 2 mangoes is. The price of one mango is X rupees. Right? 2 means X multiplied by 2. It means 2X. X multiplied by 2 means 2X. Right? So he gave the shopkeeper 100 rupees. What is the remaining value? If he gave 100 rupees, remaining value is 100. The price he went to the mangoes is 2X. 100 minus 2X. This is the expression. This is the answer. 100 minus 2X. Right? 100 minus 2X. The cost of one mango is X rupees. The cost of 2 mangoes is 2X. It means the remaining balance is 100 minus 2X. Right? The remaining balance is 100 minus 2X. Got it? Last one, number 20. A television costs 20,000 Japanese yen. Right? A television costs 20,000 Japanese yen. Calculate it in Sri Lankan rupees. Calculate it in Sri Lankan rupees. The answer should be 25,000 rupees. Very easy question, right? The answer should be 25,000 rupees. The answer is 25,000 rupees. Right? Today I am going to only discuss the part 1. Today I am going to hope with you to discuss part 1. Next week I am going to discuss with you part 2 also. Right? Today I am going to discuss with you part 1. The homework. Part 2 will be discussed in the next week. Right? Part 2 will be discussed. Now take the other paper that I gave you. This week's paper. This week's paper means this paper. This is the paper. Now the Northwestern Province paper. Right? This is the paper today. Today I am going to discuss it now. Right. Now take it with the red pen. Now take it the red pen. Remember your online classes are on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Right? Tuesday at 7 p.m. is the normal year class. If it changes, we are going to inform you. Right? Until we inform, the online classes are there on Tuesday. So every week we can't remind you that online classes are on Tuesday, right? Because you know that when we are conducting your class, it's a very huge online class. Is a huge task, right? There is a great work under that, right? So we are doing all these things for you because of you, because you need to complete all these things, right? So please get ready the work on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Right? Every week you are going to, until we notice you, the date is this one, Tuesday at 7 p.m. Right? So don't ask from me again and again that the classes are in this week, there we are in classes, we are in the classes. Right? We can't inform it week by week that the classes are there at 7 p.m. Tuesday at 7 p.m. we are going to have classes. First one, write the number represented by the study marks. Write the number represented by the study marks. Last week also I discussed with you. We represent 5 by using this symbol. Their representation and interpretation. We represent 5 using this symbol. So the mark given in this number 5, 10, 12. The answer is 12. The answer is 12. Number 2. The number of 200 grams amount in 1 kilogram is, what is the answer? 5. The number of 200 grams amounts in 1 kilogram is 5. The number of 500 gram amounts in 1 kilogram is 2. Right? The number of 500 gram amounts in 1 kilogram is 2. Right? Number 3. Refer the number line and write down all the integers between A and B. Write down all the integers between A and B. Now today I am going to talk about number line also. Now see the board. This is the number line. We learned that the left side of the 0, is known as, what is the special name given to the left side of the 0? They are known as negative integers. They are known as negative integers. The right side of the 0 is known as positive integers. These are positive integers. The numbers, all the negative integers, all the positive integers and 0, all these are known as integers. They all are known as integers. We learn more facts about integers in the lesson, under the lesson number line. Right? You must mark the arrowhead also here. They have mark A at -4 and they have mark B. They have mark B on 3. Right? They have mark B on 3. Write all the integers which lie between A and B. You must write all the integers which lie between A and B. So you can't take A and B. You can't take -4 and 3. That means all the integers which lie between A and B means -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. The integers which lie between -4 and 3. -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. If anyone write the answer with -4 and 3, the complete statement is wrong. Complete the answer is wrong. Right? You can't write -4 and 3. The answer should be -3, -2, -1, 0, 1 and 2. Right? -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. Number 4. Write down a suitable name for the group A based on its common characteristics. Write down a suitable name for the group A based on the common characteristics. What is that group A? 1, 4, 9, 16. What is that group? That group is the square numbers. The group's name is square numbers. They are square numbers. Right. Number 5. Name the angle A and B. Name the angles A and B. You can clearly see that last week also you discussed about the angles. Right? What is A? Angle A is acute angle. Angle B is a reflex angle. So number 5 answer is acute angle and reflex angle. So please mark the answer with the red pen. If you are not write the answers, write the answers with the red pen now. Don't use the blue pens and the black pens. Number A is number 5. For angle A is acute angle. Angle B is a reflex angle. Right, next one. Write 63 million 4. Write number 6. Write 63 million 4 in the standard form. Write down 63 million 4 in the standard form. Write down 63 million in the standard form. Write down 63 million 4. 63 million 4. Now stop your work and see the board. Right? 63 million for. Right? Now they have given the sentence. They have asked us to write this sentence in numbers. Right? Now when we discuss this sentence, when you read this sentence, we get 63 million for. So when you read this sentence, we have to get the idea that the largest period they have discussed is millions period. The largest period they have discussed is millions period. So it means this sentence, this number should be, the largest number should be the millions period. So we know that the smallest period is the units period, after that is thousands period, after that millions period. So you can find that the millions period is the last one, the largest one is the millions period. In this sentence, the largest word they talk is millions period. So 63 million. Now you can easily mark it 63 million. But they are not talking about thousands. So no thousands. So 63 million 000. 63 million 4. So can we mark it this way? No, you have to mark it 3 digits. Right? 004. So answer is 63 million 4 is the answer. Right? This is the answer. So if you can't understand, please ask it then. Now, so if when you are observing these videos, when you are coming to the class, if you have some difficult point, if you can't understand something, if these videos are too fast, so if you are facing any problems, please inform us. Right? When you are referring to these videos, if you are facing some difficulties, please inform to us. Right? Then if there are any mistake is done by ourselves, so we have to inform them. Then we will make these things, and in the next video we will make it. Right? So please tell if any mistake is there, you have to inform us. Right? This number 6. Number 7. Shalini had X rupees. Number 7. Shalini had X rupees. She spent 10 rupees from it. Now Shalini was having X rupees. Right? Shalini was having 10 X rupees. And from his X rupees, she spent 10 rupees. එයාගා X කියලා මුදලක් තිබ්බා. ඒකෙන් රුපියල් 10ක් කියා වියදම් කරා. spend කියන වියදම් කරා. Right? Write down an algebraic expression for the remaining money. Write down an algebraic expression for the remaining money. Right? See the board now. Number 7. Number 7. She was having X rupees. Right? She spent 10 rupees from it. She spent 10 rupees from it. Right? Shalini spent 10 rupees from it. Now they are asking what is the remaining money. Write an algebraic expression. Very easy. If she was having X rupees, 10 rupees was spent by her, means the expression means X minus 10. This is the algebraic expression. Right? The algebraic expression is X minus 10. Right? The algebraic expression is X minus 10. The answer is X minus 10. Mark it. Right, number 8. I think last week I didn't inform you about this thing, right? Now when you are joining the class, so please use the YouTube package, right? Please use the YouTube package. The reason, you know that there's in each service provider they have YouTube packages. No, it means it can't be Mobitel or Dialog or which anyone, they have some YouTube packages. So please use them. So I think for all the month you can see the videos. You cost about only 250 rupees. Right? So please active the YouTube packages for you. It's easy for you. Right? Please active it. Right, number 8. Select and mark correct or incorrect of the following statements. First one, the number of limes in 1 kilogram of limes. The number of limes in 1 kilogram of limes. It is correct. Next one, the number of grams in 1 kilogram. The number of grams in 1 kilogram. The number of grams in 1 kilogram. It is incorrect. Right, next one, number 9. Number 9, fill in the blanks. Number 9, fill in the blanks. Number 9, fill in the blanks. Now last take step in division paper number 1. In division paper number 1, we were having some questions to be discussed. Right? I think I discussed only about 3 or 4 questions. According to my memory, I can remember only I discussed 4 or 5 questions. Right? I think two questions was remaining. The last take step towards the 2 questions was remaining. I will discuss all these questions in the next video, sometime in the next class. So I will make a video and I will send you the link. Right? Some questions to be discussed. Right? Keep it with you. Right? I told you, keep all the tables in the file, into a separate file. Then when you are discussing the answers, you have to take all them to your nearby place and join with us. Right? Number 9, fill in the blanks. Number 9, fill in the blanks. Kilograms and grams. Kilograms and grams. 2 kilograms and 150 grams. Right? 2 kilograms and 150 grams. Then 2 blank spaces have been there. 2 blank spaces have been given. Then the answer is 6 and 125. The answer here is given 6 and 125. Let us see the board. Now here, it should be addition. Kilograms and grams. 2 kilograms and 150 grams should be added. The final answer is 6 kilograms and 125 grams. To get the answer here as 5. Really it should be definitely 5. Right? With that total level 5 to the 5. And here, now digit here is 2. So if you know that if we add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the answer we will get as 2. The added should be 7. If we add 7 for here, 5 plus 7 means 12. 5 plus 7 means 12, then 1 remains. 1 plus 1 means 2. Again we need to make 1. So what is the number you want? Is 9. 9 plus 1 means 10 plus 1 means 11. So again 1 remains. 2 plus 1 means 3. Now total is 6. So 3 is missing. So the answer should be 3 kilograms and 975 grams. The answer should be 3 kilograms and 975 grams. Number 10. 10.8 plus 3.25. Right, number 10. 10.8 plus 3.25. 10.8. So simplify. 10.8 plus 3.25. See the board. 10.8 plus 3.25. Here simplify it. Now see here. 10.8 means 10.80. We learn it in the decimal result, right? 10.80 plus 3.25. What is the answer? 0 plus 5 means 5. 8 plus 2 means 10. 1 remains. 3 plus 1 means 4. The answer is 24.05. Right, number 11. How many circles are shown in this given figure? How many circles are shown in this given figure? I think, what is the number you got? How many circles are there? How many circles are there? Number of circles are 7, right? The number of circles are 7. 7 circles, you count it, right? The number of circles is 7. You can find 7 circles are there in this diagram, right? 7 circles are there, right? Next one, number 12. Number 12. Write down the suitable measuring units for below. Write down the suitable measuring units for below. Amount of petrol amount of petrol, what is the unit we have to use? It should be liters. It should be liters. Medicine amount for dose. Medicine amount is milliliters. Liters and milliliters. The answer is liters and milliliters. Right. Next one, number 13. A weight of a toy car given below is 1 kilogram and 20 grams. Write down this weight in grams. Very easy question. You know that 1 kilogram means, 1 kilogram means 1 kilogram means 1000 grams. You know it. If somebody don't know these things, you must write these things. Right? I'm not trying all of the time write all the new points. Right? If somebody doesn't know these things, please write them down. Right? 1 kilogram means 1000 grams. So what is the answer? 1 kilogram and 20 grams. So 1 kilogram means 1000 grams, and this 20, what is the answer? 1020 grams. The answer is 1020 grams. Right? Next one, number 14. Round off the follow to the nearest 10. Round off the follow to the nearest 10. Number 1, 54. 54 kilograms. What is the answer? 50 kilo. When you round off the nearest 10, the answer is 50 kilograms. Next one, 177 kilograms. Next one, 177 kilograms. What is the answer? 180. The answer is 180. Right. Now, please mark next week's homework. Otherwise, I will forget to tell you the homework. Now, first mark the next week's homework. Right? In the textbook part 2. In the textbook part 2. Right? Revision exercise 3. In your mathematics textbook part 2. Right? Part 2. The revision exercise 3. I will write the homework in the next week's homework in the board. Revision exercise 3. Revision exercise 3. You have to do number 1, number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, number 9, 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10. Number 14, number 15, 14, 15, 16 and 17. 16 and 17. Mark this homework 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 to 10. And after that don't do 11, 12, 13. Then again 14, 15, 16, 17. Definitely you must do the homework. Don't waste your time. Right? You must do the homework in the homework book. The revision exercise 3 in part 2. In textbook part 2. Revision exercise 3. Mark this homework. Question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 10. And after that 14, 15, 16 and 17. Right, number 16. Mark the homework, right? Please don't waste the time, right? Please do this homework, revision exercise 3 up to 10 and then 14, 15. All these things are to be discussed, right? All things. In the normal class, we are unable to discuss all the homework and all the papers. But here, by doing the online classes, we can we can discuss all the answers. So you must definitely do all the exercises, right? Do all these things. Question 1 to 10, 14, 15, 16 and 17. Right. Now we are in question number 15. Now we are in question number 15. Write 3:20 p.m. Write 3:20 p.m. in the standard form. Right? Write 3:20 p.m. in the standard form. What is the answer? 15:20. 15:20. Number 16 is the symbol. Right? They have marked as this here. Symbolize 22. Right? If they represents 22 students who have taken more than 90 marks for the maths paper, how many students will be represented by this symbol? Right? A very creative question, very easy question, right? Now symbolize, these three symbols symbolize 22. Now we have to find what is the number given for one single circle. Very easy, it should be 8. It should be 8. So you can find it easily. So full circle is 8, this one also 8, 16. This the full circle is 8. Full circle is what is the half? Value of half. Half is 4, 3 quarter. What is the value of 3 quarter? 3 quarter is 6. What is the value of quarter? Quarter is 2. So you can get the answer easily. The value of one circle is 8. Last week also I think I can remember that we discussed a question like this. Last week's video also we discussed a question based on a picture graph. I can remember it, right? We discuss a picture graph, no? Here also we can symbolize the answer is 8. The single circle denotes 8 students, right? 8 students. The answer is 8 students. Number 17. If a vehicle travels 180 kilometers in 2 hours, find the distance that the vehicle travels in 7 hours. That's an easy question. They have given the vehicle travels during the 2 hours it travels 180 kilometers, right? During 2 hours it travels 180 kilometers. So between 1 hour means how many kilometers? 90 kilometers. It travels during 2 hours 180 kilometers, during 1 hour 90 kilometers. Then during 7 hours, 19 into 7 means 9 times 7 is 56, 560 kilometers. The answer is 560 kilometers. See number 17. During 2 hours it travels 180 kilometers, right? During 2 hours it travels 180 kilometers. It means during 1 hour, how many? 1 hour it means 90 kilometers. So that during 7 hours it means 90 into 7, it means 630 kilometers. The answer should be not 560, the answer should be 630 kilometers. Mark it correctly. 9 times 7 is 63. 630 kilometers. During 7 hours distance travel is 630 kilometers. Distance travel between 7 hours is 630 kilometers. Next one. Find the length of an edge that solid will be made using the given net. Find the length of an edge the solid will be made using the given net. What is the answer? The length of an edge is 4 centimeters. The length of the edge is 4 centimeters. Right. Next one. The value of number 19. The value of 1 sterling pound. The value of 1 sterling pound is 219 Sri Lankan rupees. Right. The value of 1 sterling pound is 219 Sri Lankan rupees. Right. What is the value of 11 sterling pounds in Sri Lankan rupees? What is the value of 11 sterling pounds in Sri Lankan rupees? What is the value of 11 sterling pounds in Sri Lankan rupees? Right. The value of 1 sterling pound is, the value of 1 sterling pound is 1 sterling pound. 1 sterling pound is how many? Sri Lankan rupees 290. The value of 1 sterling pound is Sri Lankan rupees 290. They are asking the value of 11 sterling pounds. Right? So how to obtain the answer? The value of 1 sterling pound is 219 rupees. They are asking now 11 sterling pounds. How to find it? 219 multiplied by 11. Right? 219 multiplied by 11. If you don't know multiplication, please see the board. Right? See board. First I want to start from the right side. Right? 1 times 9. The answer 9. 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 2, 2. Then the next step is, before starting the second step, I told you that we are doing this, and also you must put a 0. You must put the right 0 before starting the second step. After that, we have to again multiply the other number. The other number is 1. 1 multiplied by 9, 9. 1 multiplied by 1, 1. 1 multiplied by 2, 2. Then after that, we have to add these 2. 9 plus 0 means 9. 9 plus 1 means 10. 1 remains. 2 plus 1 means 3. 3 plus 1 means 4. And the remaining is 2. So the answer is 2,409 Sri Lankan rupees. 2,409 Sri Lankan rupees. Rupees must be there. Units must be there, right? 2,409 rupees. 2,409 rupees. Mark it. Right, number 20. The product of two numbers is 72. The product of two numbers is 72. So what is mean by product? What do you understand by product? The product of two numbers is 72. Right? The product of two numbers is 72. The difference between that two numbers is 1. Right? The general knowledge question. The product of two numbers is 72. The difference of between the two numbers is 1. Find that two numbers. Very easy. Product means the multiplication. You know it, no? We write factors as product of two whole numbers. Right? When you write in factors, if for example, if you write in factors of 12, 1 multiplied by 12. These are product of two whole numbers. We write factors. Similarly, there means the product of two numbers means multiplication. Multiplication of two numbers. Multiplication of two numbers, the answer is 72. Right? The multiplication of two numbers is 72. The difference between, the difference means, how to find difference? From the larger one, we will subtract the smaller one. From the larger one, we will subtract the smaller one. Right? From the larger one, you will subtract the smaller one. The answer is 1. What are the two numbers? Very easy. The answer is 9 and 8. 8 and 9. Right? The answer is 8 or 9. The answer is two numbers are 8 and 9. Right? Now you can put the marks out of 20. 40. One question 2 marks. It carries 2 marks. One question. You just put the marks out of 40. Just examine you. Put the marks out of 40. Put the marks out of 40. Right? What I am discussing the part 2 questions, right? We are discussing the part 2 questions. I am not going to discuss the questions in order, right? I am not going to discuss the questions in order. But the reason for that, not going to discuss the questions in order. The reason is that because I want to discuss questions related with all the results. So last week I think I can remember in our first paper, last week I discussed the representation of data, area, and some other results, perimeter results discussed last week. So in this part 2 questions also, I am not going to discuss them in an order, right? I will select some special questions which covers all the areas in your syllabus, and I am going to discuss it by week, right? The remaining part will be discussed with a separate video, right? The remaining part of all these papers, remember it, right? So keep all the remaining parts with you, right? Mark the answers and keep all the papers in a separate file. You have a file, no? Keep all the files, the tapes in a file, right? All the remaining parts will be discussed later on in a separate video, right? Until that, just mark the questions only that time. I am discussing in the day's activities, right? Now first I am going to discuss question number 5, right? This question number, first one I am going to discuss question number 5, right? First I am going to discuss question number 5, right? A multiplied by A, B multiplied by B multiplied by B using indices. So it means I am going to discuss about indices. I am going to discuss about indices. First one, number 5. First take that question number 5. And remember, when you are answering questions, part 2 questions, all the questions you must answer. So don't separate, don't select the questions and write the answers. For example, in this paper there are 7 questions. Now still, if you have not answered the question for all the 7 questions, please answer it as a next day's homework, right? You must answer for all the questions. You have to answer for all the questions. Although the instructions are given just to select one question, do question number 1 and 4 the questions, you must have to do all the questions, right? Now set first one, number 5. A multiplied by A multiplied by A multiplied by B multiplied by B multiplied by B. Now here number A is repeated twice. Number A is repeated twice. Here number B is repeated twice. Right? Number A is repeated twice. So it means how to write in index form? A to the power 2 multiplied by number B is repeated 3 times. Base is 2, the power is 3. This is the answer in index form. A to the power 2 multiplied by B to the power 3. Right? A to the power 2 multiplied by B to the power 3. This is the answer. B to the power 2 multiplied by B to the power 3. Right. Next one. Find the value of 3 to the power 3. Part from number 2. Find the value of 3 to the power 3. So first thing you must do is to expand this index form. 3 to the power, how to read this one? 3 to the power 3. What is the meaning of this one? Number 3 is repeated 3 times. The meaning of 3 to the power 3 means the number 3 should be repeated 3 times. So we know when the index is, the power is 3, we give a special name. What is the special name? We can read this as 3 to the power 3 or 3 cube. We can read this one 3 to the power 3 or 3 cube. 3 to the power 3 or 3 cube. Can you understand it? We can read this one 3 to the power 3 or 3 cube. So the first thing you have to do is expand this one. 3 to the power 3 means number 3 is repeated 3 times. Now I am teaching for you, for those the students who can't understand anything. So those who are not come for the indices lesson, please try to catch these things from this one. So I am not going to teach indices again because I have complete indices now. In each and every classes I have finished indices. Right, so I am not going to teach you indices again. So if you don't know 3 parts of indices, please try to catch it from here. Right, 3 to the power 3 means number 3 is repeated 3 times. Number 3 is repeated 3. What is the answer? Find the value. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. The value is 27. Right? The value is 27. The value is 27. Next one, part B. Part B. Now here 3 to the power 3. 3 to the power 3 means number 3 is repeated 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. Right. Part B. Write 64. Write 64. Write 64 as a power of 2. First one. Write 64 as a power of 2. So we know how to write the power of 2. We have divided by 2. Write 64 as a power of 2. So we start from here. 64 divided by 2. Start dividing. Divided by 2. It means 32. Which is 32 divided by 2. The answer is 16. 16 divided by 2. The answer is 8. When 8 divided by 2, answer is 4. The answer is 2. Again, we have divided it until the remainder is 1. We know it, we have learned it. We have divided the number until the remainder is 1. We have divided with the same number. So we can write that 64 is equals to 2 multiplied by 2. 12 by 2, 4, 5, 6 times. It means 64 means 2 to the power 6. 64 means 2 to the power 6. Right? 64 means 2 to the power 6. 64 means 2 to the power 6. Get it clearly? 64 means 2 to the power 6. Right? When the camera is focusing, you have to write them clearly. Next one, write 64 as a power of 4. Next one, write 64 as a power of 4. Write 64 as a power of 4. Write the board. We have to write 64. We have to write 64 as a power of 4. Write 64 as a power of 4. When 64 divided by 4, what is the answer? Answer is 16. 16 divided by 4. Again answer is 4. Again you can divide 4 by 4. So you can write 64 means 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4. Right? 64 means 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4. 64. Again 64 divided by 4. And write 64 as a power of 4. Right? 64 as a power of 4. Right? 64 as a power of 4. 64 divided by 4 means 16. 16 divided by 4 means again 4. 4 divided by 4 means 1. 64 equals 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4. It means 4 to the power 3. Write it as 4 to the power 3. Right? You write it as 4 to the power 3. Next one. You must use the fill in the blanks using this inequality symbols. You have to fill in the blanks using the inequality symbols. First one, part C. We are discussing part C. Right, we are discussing part C. 2 to the power 2 blank 3 to the power 2. Right, number 1. Number 2, now take it first one. 2 to the power 3. Read this one, 2 to the power 3 blank 3 to the power 2. Now first you want to find the values of this index forms. The values of this one. 2 to the power 3 means number 2 is repeated 3 times. What is the value? The value is 8. When 3 to the power 2 means 3 multiplied by 3. What is the answer? 9. So which one is larger? 9 is large. So it should be the answer should be the 2 to the power 3 is lesser than 3 to the power 2. Is the answer. Right, next one, number 2, 7 to the power 2, then 1 to the power 10. Right, you know that. What is the value of 7 to the power 2? 7 to the power 2 means 7 multiplied by 7. What is the answer? 49. 1 to the power 10 means number 1 is repeated 10 times. What is the answer? 10 no 1. 1 into 10. The number 1 is repeated 10 times. Is 1. So the largest one is still 7 to the power 2. So we can write the answer is 7 to the power 2 is greater than 1 to the power 10. Right? 7 to the power 2 is greater than 1 to the power 10. Next one. Next one. Problem number 3. 3 to the power 4. 9 to the power 2. 3 to the power 4. Space 9 to the power 2. Right. Now we have to find the values. 3 to the power 4. What is the value of 3 to the power 4? 3 to the power 4 means number 3 is repeated 4 times. Now check it. Number 3 is repeated 4 times. 9 to the power 2 means 9 multiplied by 9. 3 to the power 4 means 3 times 3 9. 9 times 3 27. 27 times 3 81. 9 times 9 81. Now here 3 to the power 4 means 81. 9 to the power 2 also means 81. So what can you tell about the answers? They are equal. So the answer should be the equal mark. The answer should be the equal mark. Right. The answer should be. I am not teaching for anybody to understand these questions. Right. Those who have not understand indices, those who have not come to the class during the when I am teaching indices, those they also can understand them. Right. The answers. we are going to discuss question number 4. Now take your answers for question number 4. Right? Now we are going to discuss question number 4, main question number 4. Created with algebraic expressions, right? Created with algebraic expressions. Number 4. Now they have given a diagram. Lastly I discussed question number 5. Now discussing question number 4. The price of 1 kilogram of flour is X rupees. The price of 1 kilogram of flour is X rupees. The price of 500 grams of sugar is A rupees. The price of 500 grams of sugar is A rupees, right? First one, if the price of 1 kilogram of flour increases in 8 rupees, write down the new price of 1 kilogram of flour using an algebraic expression. Now, earlier they give the price of 1 kilogram of flour is how many rupees? Rs X rupees. The price of 1 kilogram of flour is X rupees. The price of 500 grams of sugar. 500 grams of sugar is how many? Rupees, A rupees. The 500 grams sugar is A rupees. Right. Now see the word. Now the price of the flour is increased by 8 rupees. What is the new value? Earlier the price was X rupees. Now the new price have been increased by 8 rupees. So what is the new price? Earlier price was X. It was increased by 8. So answer is X plus 8. The answer is X plus 8. Number 2. Before the prices increases, if Janidu gave 100 rupees to the shop and bought 1 kilogram of flour, write down the rest money for Janidu using an algebraic expression. Now before the price increase, it means now earlier in the question round number 1, the price was increased by 8 rupees. But now the price is not increased. It means he has buy flour from the shop before the price increases. So it means the earlier price was X rupees. He gave 100 rupees to the shopkeeper. And brought the flour of 1 kilogram of flour for X rupees. For the remaining balance given by the shopkeeper. Very easy. 100 rupees was given. X rupees was the price of the flour. Then the remaining balance was 100 minus 6. The statement is 100 minus 6. Next one. If the price of 500 grams of sugar decreases in 5. If the price of 500 grams of sugar decreases by 5, it can't be in Sri Lanka. But why? Normally in Sri Lanka, the prices don't get decreased. No? It is getting increasing by day. Right? If the price of 500 grams of sugar decreases in 5 rupees, write down the new price of 500 grams of sugar using name. Now earlier the price of sugar was A rupees. The price of sugar was A rupees. 500 grams value was A rupees. The value was decreased by 5 rupees. It means what is the answer? A was the price, decreased by 5 rupees means A minus 5. The answer is A minus 5. Right? The answer is A minus 5. I think you all can understand. Very easy thing, right? This question is based on algebraic expressions. Right? In some classes I have completed, but I think in some classes I have not completed the lesson algebraic expressions. Right? So you must have the idea. Right? It's very easy. Just building up expressions, right? Just building up statements or expressions. So the answers A minus 5. Right, next one, part B. If y equals 5, find the value of the following. If y equals 5, find the value of following. I told you earlier also when we started the part 2, don't select questions. In each and every paper that I gave you in the future also, don't select any question. You have to answer for all the questions. Right? Although the paper says to select question number 1 and 4 other questions, you can't select any questions. You have to complete the right answers for all the questions because you have more time. Right? You can take, I think you can take about 2.5 hours. Take extra half an hour and write answer for all the questions. Right? Answers for all the questions. Right? Next, part B. Find the value of the following if y equals 4. Right? Find the value of following if y equals 4. First one, y plus 3. First one, y plus 3. What is the value of 5? Y equals 4. So we have to substitute this value for y. Y means 4. Y means 4. So here y means 4. 4 plus 3. What is the answer? The value is 7. Next one. Problem number 2. 5 minus 5. 5 minus 5. The value of y means 4. The value of y means 4. It means 5 minus 4. What is the answer? The answer is 1. You must underline the answers. Right? The answer should be underlined. Right? The answer is 1. And if your answers are wrong, please write the answer with the red pen. Right? Write the answer with the red pen. Right. Next time I am going to discuss question number 3. Mark the answers quickly. Take a red pen and mark it. If your answers are wrong, please mark it with the red pen. Number 3. Parthana got a present for her birthday from her mother. When she unwrapped it, she remembered about the lessons of type of numbers and number patterns. Type of numbers and number patterns that her teacher taught. Right? Parthana got a present for her birthday from her mother. When she unwrapped it, she remembered about the lesson type of numbers and number patterns that her brother taught. First one, write down all the odd numbers printed on the frog. You have tried all the odd numbers printed on the frog. Various question. What are the odd numbers printed on the frog? 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 15 and 19. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 15 and 19. They're the odd numbers which are printed in the frog. Next one, number 2. Write down the special name to identify the numbers given below. Write down the special name given to the identify the numbers given below. 1, 4, 9, 16. What is the special name? These are the square numbers. These are the square numbers. Right. Next one, number 3. When you add two prime numbers, when you read that number 3, when you add two prime numbers, the result should be a prime number 2. Choose two pairs of such numbers. When you add two prime numbers, the result should be prime number 2. Choose two pair of such numbers. Right? Choose that numbers in that frog. Choose it. There are some numbers. No. When you add two prime numbers, the result should be prime number 2. Right? Result should be prime number 2. What are you are going to select? You can select number 3. We are in number 4, number 3. 2 and 3. 2 and 3 means 5. No? 5 is a prime number. No? It's a prime number. Rather than that, are there any numbers? Only 2 and 3. 2 and 5. When you add these two numbers, the answer is a prime number. 2 plus 3 means 5. No? Here, 2 plus 5 means 7. So the addition means the addition of these numbers give me as a prime number. So the answer must be 2 and 3, 2 and 5. Are there any other numbers? The final answer should be a prime number. Are there numbers? No, not only that. Right. Next one. Part B. The net of the gift box which gave her mother is as below. Write down the name of the above solid. Now I think you have a good knowledge about solids. In the classroom we have made the nets separately. We make the solids and we by heart all the number of faces, number of edges, number of vertices in the solids we learn. We learn about the cube, cuboid and tetrahedron. So you have definitely, if you forget about these things, you have definitely go to the notebook and revise the number of faces, number of edges and number of vertices. Right? Definitely you must revise it. Right? Here they are asking, number 1, write down the name for the above solid. What is this solid? It should be a cube. It should be a cube. Right. Next one, you must draw another net for it. You must draw another net for it. Right. You can draw another net which is suitable for cube. You must draw another net which is suitable for it. Now we are discussing question number 3, row number B. B number 2. In part B, row number 2. We are discussing it. We do another net. You can, in a theory book there are many answers, right? I teach you some different nets which is suitable for cubes. Any answer is acceptable. Correct answer is acceptable, right? Right. This is one of the net you can use to for prepare the cube, right? In your theory book also there may be different nets I taught you, right? I teach you different nets which can be suitable for when drawing cubes. In a second term test also there was a question based on a cube, and I was asked a question to, can you remember it? A second term test paper that I gave you marks and the ranks. That I gave you marks and rank. In that paper also there was a question based on to select the correct net. You can remember it, right? This should be answer. Next one, write the number of faces, number of vertices and number of edges in a cube. The number of faces, how many faces are there? 6 faces are there. 6 faces are there. 6 faces, 8 vertices. 8 vertices and 12 edges are there in a cube. Right? 6 faces, 8 vertices and 12 edges. Remember that all these features are present in a cuboid also. Only thing which changes in a cuboid is the shape of the face of the cuboid is rectangular. Right? The shape of the face of the cuboid is rectangular. What is the shape of the face of a cube? It is a square shaped one. It is a square shaped one. The shape of the face of a cube is square. In a cuboid, only difference is the shape of the face of the rectangle is the shape of the cuboid is rectangle. Right? The number of faces, number of vertices and number of edges are equal in cube and cuboid. In cube and cuboid, the number of faces and vertices edges are equal. Tetrahedron also in the last paper there was a question based on tetrahedron. I think now you have a good knowledge about these solids, right? Write them down. Draw this. If you have not drawn the note, please draw it. Right. Now remember that next paper is on Monday. It means you have to take the next paper on next Monday. Upcoming Monday, next upcoming Monday, you have to take the next tutor, and the discussion of that paper is on the next, or it is next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Right? So every day the online classes are there at Tuesday 7 p.m. Right? Every week on Monday there is a paper. So I cannot inform you week by week you must go to the institute and take the paper. You must have to know it. Just like you are going to the classes, right? You must remember that every Monday you have to go to the institute and take the tutor. Right? Every Monday you have to go it and take it. Right? So you can, and I gave you the homework also, the revision exercise 3. Right? Revision exercise 3 you must do it. All the exercises I gave you. I can remember up to 1 to 10. Question number 1 to 10 and 13, 14. Again my remembrance 14, 15, 16, 17. Again check it, right? I just could give you the homework earlier, right? So again I will tell that you have to be safe. You have to be safe these days, right? You know the situation in the country is sometimes is worst, right? The main thing is the safeness. Right? You must have to be protect yourself, right? So again we are going to meet from the next day's lesson. This means next week. Until that, goodbye and good night.